Aiden, huge surge for Sinn Féin, it looks like. What's your analysis of why the party appears to have done so well?
Very much, I think young people have come out in their droves. A lot of young people who probably wouldn't have voted normally, and they've come out and they have voted because they like the party's message on housing and health. They seem to believe that Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael weren't going to take the radical action that was needed on housing, on building houses. So they've backed Sinn Féin to do that. And that seems to have driven a massive surge for Sinn Féin amongst the younger people in particular.
Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil both seem to paint themselves into a corner during the election with regards to going to coalition with Sinn Féin. Can they continue to do that now, considering these results?
Well, it's interesting. Micheál Martin has just been talking in Cork in the last few moments, and he's been saying that basically the country comes first. After the last general election, Fianna Fáil facilitated a government, and he's saying that there is an onus and an obligation on all that such a functioning government is formed after this. So it sounds like the music is changing from Fianna Fáil. He was very categorical, Micheál Martin, before the general election, that he wouldn't form a coalition with Sinn Féin. That's a fundamental shift now. He seems to be softening the ground to actually begin talks possibly with Sinn Féin.
And do you think Sinn Féin will be open to talking to any party?
They'll have to. Mary Lou arrived in the RDS about an hour ago. She said that Sinn Féin is talking to the smaller parties such as the Greens, Labour, Social Democrats. But realistically, the numbers aren't there to form a coalition between Sinn Féin and those parties. If a coalition is going to be formed by Sinn Féin, it'll have to be with Fianna Fáil or Fine Gael. So she's going to have to talk to those parties.
Based on what we've seen so far, how are those parties going to fare? In particular, the Green Party. Have we seen the kind of surge for the Green Party that we all predicted before the election?
The Green Party is doing okay relative to where it was 4 years ago. It's about it was 7.9% in the exit poll. It might do slightly worse in the actual final vote, the final count, but it may get up to 10 seats. It's not doing quite as well as it hoped. That obviously is a huge improvement on where it was after the last election. It got only 2 seats. It's a big improvement on that, but it's maybe not quite where it wanted it to be. But at the same time, the Green Party could get a lot of transfers, so that could make it very competitive in the last few seats around the country. So it may sneak in extra seats in the last counts.
Aiden Corkery, thank you.